Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masterverse Princess of Power Shadow Weaver. Brought to us by the fine folks over at, say it with me now, Mattel. I'm starting to get bad at that because I've been doing it so much. I mean, I have been doing it for like 2 weeks straight, so cut me some slack, alright? That said, Shadow Weaver here is the second member of the Evil Horde we'll be taking a look at this week, followed by Mr. Grizzlor. We did Catra yesterday, so check that out if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you did. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's cut to the chase and get right into the meat and taters of this review, taking a look at Shadow Weaver's accessories. Starting off with a pair of alternate creepy green witch hands. Your boy don't like witches, okay? Witches get stitches in this household. I'll straight up knock the crap out of one of those hags, but Shadow Weaver might not be so bad. You know, she's got an hourglass figure at least. Not sure what's under that mask, but at the same time she does have creepy green hands, so there you go. She also has a magic wand. Yep, that didn't remove the mask so we could see what was under it. And we also get this little fireball effect, but I'm unsure what it's for. Is it for her hands? Is it for her staff here? So when I put it on the staff, it kind of doesn't look right. It looks like it's supposed to be going forward, and instead it's like going up, because she does not have the right grip hands for weapons, dang it. She's got the in and out instead of up and down. And then we also get this clear flight stand, which, unlike Orko's, is actually worth the crap and tight. So I kind of wish I had 2 of these, but oh well. That said, taking a closer look at Shadow Weaver here. We're going to leave that flight stand on until final thoughts, just so she's a little bit more to scale with the other figures and size comparisons. I think Mattel did a great job with her, man. She looks great. She's got the little wisp in her hood. When you spread her arms out, she does this Maleficent thing, where it kind of looks like bat wings. That's pretty sweet. I will tell you, though, you do have to slip these on. You have to pop the hands off, and this cape has some little sleeves you slide her arms through. But once you get them in, they stay in just fine. But it does look really, really cool. I really like the way they did this. I think the Sorceress Evil Lyn, the Skelesorceress, the whatever they call it, yes, I think she has a similar cape. I don't have that figure to compare this one to, but just going off other reviews, that's what I've noticed. But as far as Shadow Weaver's articulation goes, she's got a little bit of wiggle room in that big old hooded head of hers. She can look side to side. She does have a little bit of tilt. She does have, of course, shoulder articulation, so she can do all kinds of spell casting poses. She does have a bicep twist. Same arm articulation as all the other releases, actually. It's just she's got a cape over it, so you can't really see it. So you can bend this like that. And unlike the Mezco Ghost Rider I looked at a while back, I don't have to worry about this material breaking. It feels like spandex to me. And it's pretty high quality stuff. So there's that. She does have a swivel and a hinge in the wrist, but the hinge doesn't really work when it's plugged into the arm, and it doesn't move the right way. So that kind of sucks. That said, she does have some torso articulation. You could tilt it back. You could tilt it forward. You can tilt it side to side a little bit. And you can also rotate it. There it is. There's that good torso articulation we love. That said, she does have a couple segments down here where you can pose her. She has a ball joint in the waist, so you can rotate it and tilt it side to side and whatnot. And then she has the same thing down here. Kind of like the Lady Slither I looked at not too long ago. But a little better because it cost way less and it has a cloth cape instead of a plastic one. Yeah, I'm still a bit with that Lady Slither, man. It's cool, but it just doesn't feel like it's worth almost $50 to me. Which, you know, that's me being cheap and me also knowing how much it probably cost them to make that in the first place. So, you know. You know, I did buy it though, so, you know, who am I? Who am I, really? Seriously, who am I? That said, here's your little staff there. You can hold it like so. And then she can cast a spell with her creepy witch hands. So, yeah, man, one of the better female figures in the Masterverse line, to me anyways. I think you get something pretty unique with Shadow Weaver here. And she's not even really one of my favorites from the Evil Horde. I much prefer the Sausage Fest that is Hordak, Grizzlor, Leech, and Mantenna. Those OG 4 and Modulok. But I would say she's probably a little bit behind Modulok. I definitely like her more than Catra and Scorpina. They just never did anything for me. I think an evil spellcasting witch kind of fits the Universal Monsters aesthetic that the Evil Horde has going for it, you know? So with all that being said, let's now move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Shadow Weaver. Alongside the only other female member of the Evil Horde we've gotten in this Princess of Power subline thus far, Catra, as well as their Lord and Master, Hordak, who at this current time is still my favorite. I think even if we threw Grizzlor into the equation, I think Hordak is still my favorite. He was a deluxe release, granted, but he's just a fun figure, man. And that's what it's all about, right? Fun. That said, I will say Shadow Weaver, I think, is about the same height as Catra. It's hard to tell between Catra's mask and ponytail. That's kind of high-strung there to tell if Shadow Weaver and Catra are the same height, but I think Shadow Weaver might be a little short or about neck and neck with her. So if that gives you any indication, whatever the word is. I'm not an English teacher. What do you want? But moving those two out of the way here. This, of course, would not be one of my videos without bringing in Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith, who is pretty sweet, with the Evil Horde members, because they are rocking the red and black. At least most of them are. We also have Spawn, also rocking the red and black. I think Shadow Weaver is pretty close to being in the red and black club. One of the few female members, other than maybe Batwoman Beyond from the DC Multiverse line. Yeah, that's a throwback, isn't it? About 2 years ago worth. So, with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and out of all of the female figures I've taken a look at from the Masterverse line, this is all sublines included, by the way, I gotta tell you, good old Shadow Weaver here, I think maybe the magnum opus of all of those figures. And it's not even a situation that I have with Origins, where I feel like the female figures are a bit of a ripoff and don't give you as much as the male figures. I think the Masterverse line, as far as that goes, is pretty even out. It's pretty equal across all the figures, for the most part. There are some exceptions, of course. But as far as picking favorites go, yeah, I think Shadow Weaver here is going to be a contender for one of my top Masterverse figures of the year. As far as the females go, I don't know if she will beat out too many of the male counterparts, but she has a pretty good chance because they did a lot of cool things engineering-wise with this figure. And for those of you who do not have the Classics figure, which is pushing $3 now, this is a really good placeholder until that one comes down. And I know there are some people out there who are going to be all, the Classics one's better because the Four Horsemen did it. And I'm not going to argue with that. But I don't have $300 to buy one, so suck it. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.